Hello and welcome to Eat Good, and I'm your host, Kirly Sue. And this is the show where you, the viewers, have requested quick and easy, tasty vegan meals that you can make at home. Today, we're making raw pad thai. Now, pad thai is quite well known throughout the world and it's quite unique to Thailand. Because for me, if I go to a Thai restaurant, I'm from London. If I go to a Thai restaurant, I always order pad thai J, which is pad thai with vegetables. But today we're going to make a raw version of it. It's still going to have all those lovely flavors that you know and love. So let's get on with it. So first of all, I'm going to make the sauce to go over it. So, first of all, we're going to need peanut butter. We'll put that in first of all. So all the measurements and the full recipe is going to be available, and I will tell you more about that later on. Some chopped ginger. Some oil. Some maple syrup. You can use maple syrup or agave, whichever of the two is fine, or whichever other similar sweetener you like. And a clove of garlic. I'm going to put this one into my garlic press here. Give that a good press. Whoops. Yeah, there you go. One clove of garlic. And you just want to whiz that in the blender for it to combine. And so just check it that it's all combined. Yeah, just needs a few more seconds. Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. Now to the fun bit. Because it's raw pad thai, we're not actually using regular noodles. We're going to use carrot and zucchini or courgette, depending on where you're from in the world, that's what you call it. And I have here one of these, which is called a spiralizer, where I'm from. If you go online and look for vegetable slicer and look for something like this, it's basically like an oversized pencil sharpener. So look for one of these, and this makes it into noodle shape. So I'll just show you here. You just put it in like you would a pencil, turn it, keep turning it. As you see, it comes out in long strips like noodles, except these are super healthy, packed with nutrients, and also bursting with flavor. And this is good if you want to up your nutrient intake, particularly if you're, just want to be more healthy, if you're working out, if you're going through anything where you need to focus on your health. We all need to focus on our health, really. Yeah, just like that. So I'm going to use the whole of this one. So you just need one of the courgettes, just a small one is fine. And just keep going until you've used up basically the whole thing. So you see it comes out stringy, just like noodles. Then you're going to use one carrot and do the same thing. Now, this carrot is huge, so I'm going to cut it down a bit so it's easy for me to hold. Just go like that. And as you turn, it stays, and then it creates more than one strip at a time, because this is going to be our healthy noodles. This is a fun thing. Your kids can help you make this. They'll enjoy using the spiralizer as well. You just supervise them with it because it does have a blade. But this is a really great, fun and different thing to add to your menus. Now, if you're not keen on raw food and you're kind of not sure, just have it as a side dish to start with. Because if you're not used to eating a lot of raw food, it is a bit different, but it's no harm in trying it. Don't knock it till you've tried it. So that's that. Then we're going to have some chopped white cabbage, nicely sliced here. Just going to put in half of that. And I've got some of these sugar snap peas. And then some of this as well. Actually, we've got a bit too much of that. Then we're going to stir that around. I'm going to use my tongs. Give it a good stir. Now, those of you who are not vegan, and this is a question we get asked all the time, where is the protein in this? Well, as I did say, this has peanut butter in it. Peanuts are packed with protein, so that's the protein source for this particular dish. So let me take this off. And we're going to scoop it out and mix it in to our pad thai. It smells delicious. And it kind of makes you think, oh, this is something you want to taste. Because all those flavors mix together. Yummy. So you do that, and then you're going to mix. Move this over here. I'm going to mix that in. So what you want to do is make sure the sauce goes over as much of the mixture as possible. There's a teaspoon. Scrape that down. This is looking super delicious. And it's as simple as that. So it's a quick and easy thing to do. So if you come in and you fancy something healthy, or just fancy something to eat, this is so quick and easy to make because you're not actually cooking anything. So there, that's all you need to do with that. And then now we're going to place it onto our platter. Carefully. Just like that. So I always like to make it look as presentable as possible. Now, I'm not a chili heat kind of person, but I'm more than happy to have some lime wedges here to decorate. I'll put that here. And then I've got some of these little peppers here that you just put there on the plate to decorate. Some people eat them and that's perfectly fine. I'm not a big fan of fire in your mouth, so it's not something I would eat, but it's a nice pop of color for this dish. So I'll just put a couple here and there. And then we're done with this dish. Just put one more there, and that's it. That is our raw pad thai. For more recipes just like this one, go to Hope Channel Southeast Asia or follow on hopetv.asia.
Well, I'm sure we all have heard about vegan diet. It is not only promoted in our church, but it is also promoted worldwide. And the reason why I believe is because to maintain our health, to keep ourselves healthy and live a longer life. To be honest, I am not practicing vegan diet, but I did try vegan diet before. I lasted for a few days, and then I switched from vegan to vegetarian. And that one I lasted for a few months, because one of the challenge I find is it's hard to find plant-based diet in where I'm living at right now. So I changed from vegetarian to pescatarian. So I do eat fish once in a while. But then again, the challenge is when it goes outside, when I travel. It's very hard to find vegetarian restaurants here and there. And also it's a little bit costly. But I choose wisely the food that I take and make sure that it is based on the diet that I'm practicing right now. So I don't cook meat at home. I don't cook fish at home. I still practice vegetarian when I stay home, but when it comes outside, yes, I do change a little bit, modify here and there. Another challenge that I find is acceptance from others. From the start, when I changed my diet to vegetarian or pescatarian, people, especially friends and family, start to look at me differently, and they start to ask questions, probably make fun of me. But then by time they start to accept my lifestyle, they change my lifestyle and respect the changes that I've made. So that is part of the challenge, but I'm happy because I see the benefits of being pescatarian or vegetarian in my life, and I find it very helpful as well. I do have a question. What is good about being vegan? Thank you for answering this question.
We now come to the section with your questions, the viewer questions. I try to answer as many of them as I possibly can. There are a lot of them, and I'll get round to them as soon as I can. So today's question is, what do you like about being a vegan? So at the time of recording this show, I will have been a vegan for almost 10 years. And what I do like about being a vegan is there's a variety of different things that I can eat. And it also encourages me to be creative with what I eat as well. I was not born a vegan. My parents ate meat and fish, only specific types, because I am a Seventh-day Adventist and so are my parents. So there's only certain type of meat and fish I ate as a child. I became a vegetarian when I was 18, and I was a vegetarian for 20-something years. And then not too long ago, I then became a vegan. And I've found that obviously you have to change the way that you cook, but I find it encourages me to be quite creative. The other thing I like about being a vegan is I am doing my bit towards the environment. I don't talk about the environment too much with my followers, social media, on TV, but I am doing my bit. I don't judge people who aren't or who are not ready to kind of be aware of that. But for me, I like the fact that I'm doing my bit with regards to the environment and also my bit for animals as well. I'm not a huge animal fan. I love animals, but I'm not like somebody who does a lot with regards to animals, but I like the fact that I don't eat them. So I like that. And what else do I like about being a vegan? I like that I get to do shows like this because there's 1,000,001 cooking shows in the world and not many vegan cooking shows. So I'm looking forward to doing more and more vegan cooking shows to help encourage people who want to eat a plant-based diet, just to try it out. Because I always say I'm a happy vegan, I'm not an angry vegan. So if somebody is not vegan and they just want to try it, I'm perfectly fine. And I'm not offended by other people's choices because I believe everybody has a choice. I just present people with the facts and then it's up to them. So really and truly for me, I like a lot of things about being a vegan. I also like that I can help other people who have lots of misconceptions about veganism. They think that you only eat salad, and if you're making a dessert for a vegan, all you need is a fruit salad. I think, in this day and age, you can do better than that. You don't need to have just a fruit salad. But I like being able to help people to move forward in their experience with vegan food. That is really rewarding. And I don't like for people to feel inadequate or anything, so I'm not judgmental and I'm not over preachy when I'm telling people about it. I just gently say, okay, have you thought of this instead? I had an experience once where I was going to an event and you had to order what sort of meal you wanted if you had a dietary preference. So I did order a vegan meal, and the lady who was doing the event, she when I got there, she said, she's a friend of mine. So when I got there, she said, Suzanne, can you go into the kitchen and help them? They're struggling with the vegan option. So I thought, okay. So I went in and I just said, oh, the lady sent me to help you. What is your vegan option for today? And the chef looked at me and he said, we don't have anything because I don't know what to make. So I thought, okay, we've got 1 hour before the event. So do you have any chickpeas? He says, yes, we have. I said, bring those. Do you have any curry powder? Yes. Do you have this seasoning, that seasoning, coconut cream and so forth? He said, yeah, we have all those things. I said, great. We're going to make a quick chickpea curry. And he went, oh, I didn't even think of that. So I liked that I was able to help in that situation. Didn't want to offend him or take anything away. I just came in and said, look, this is a quick way to solve the situation. So that's what I like about being a vegan, being able to help others as well. You've been watching Eat Good. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.